Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode on the Franklin County Historical Society YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to be sharing a letter written by my great uncle Roy Hall. This letter was written on January 21st, 1978, and it's about early life in Franklin County in the early 1900s. So let's start reading. And because there's a lot of good history and good stuff in here. Before we get started, I do have the original typing of this, and I have it in my photos on my phone, and I'll post that on the I'll post that in the comments, or try to. So, Roy Hall was born in 1904. He recalls his youth on a farm outside of Thompsonville. When I was a kid, I helped my father, Alfred Turner Hall, peddle the farm products up and down the streets of West Frankfort Heights. We sold apples, peaches, chickens, eggs, plums, and pears, and other things. Apples were our main fruit we sold. Wined saps from our orchard, and wined saps are a sort of it's a type of apple from our orchard. They sell them from our orchard. We would also buy apples from other farmers, 10 to 50 cents a bushel. We would sell them for 25 cents or to $1. Now, here's a song he made as a kid. Apples, apples big as small pumpkins, apples, apples as yellow as gold and sweet like honey. I don't want to work, but I need your money. One day a lady came out and said, "Stop that yelling so I can tell what you're selling." The apples were big and sweet. They were more tasty than today's apples. They were not sprayed either. Now let's flip over here to the next part of the letter. We also sold live pigs. They would buy our pigs, fatten them up in a pen, and take them to the butcher for food in the winter. I remember Father had some rare mule-footed pigs, and they made great pork. The businesses of old Frankfort ceased to exist by that time. They had many small grocery stores, family owned, all over town. They were not in business anymore by that time, but many of the buildings still stand today. The Halls sold produce to these stores, especially apples by the bushel. We had Jonathan's grind golden and wined saps. These apples were not grown at all around here, Mr. Hall said. Roy Hall was a teacher. He studied history, especially Franklin County history and early trails and roads. He explained Old Frankfort was the first town in the county. It was the county seat. People made quickest ways of trails to the town to do trading, blacksmithing, vote, pay taxes at the courthouse. In the early days, 8 trails led to West Frankfort. Also, mail routes from Shawneetown to West Frankfort, Jonesboro to West Frankfort, Golconda through Saraville to West Frankfort. When the flood of Kaskaskia destroyed it, the roads changed to St. Louis as the next trading point. So this is an awesome letter. about early life in Franklin County, and I thought today's video would be perfect to go back in time a little bit when nobody had a life like we have today. As in today's world, we take everything for granted, and they didn't take everything for granted. They had to work hard for everything. And back to the song. I don't want to work, but I need your money. That's dedication, because everybody in the families back then had to help. Farming, surviving, and they had to survive. They had to work hard to survive. And back to the story, I'm sure my great grandma Julia Grace Hall would also ride with Roy and her mom and dad to West Frankfort to sell their produce or their pigs, whatever they were selling at the time. And Roy Hall did do a lot for Thompsonville, and he did a lot for West Frankfort as well. And hopefully you guys learned something in this video, and I apologize again for the bad handwriting. I was in a rush trying to get this video out. And so, with that being said, y'all have a great and blessed day. Please share this, and God bless.